Good morning. Welcome everybody to the Sunday parade here in the ops room with myself, James Skippers, the model officer. I hope your Sunday's going well. And I see 9 people watching already. Make sure you say hello. Make sure you do the thumbs up and all that jazz. So how's your Sunday going? I'm still on my second cup of coffee. And as you can see, the makeup girl, because of social distancing, hasn't done a very good job. Did try and throw makeup at me, but she missed. So sorry about that. Sorry, I'm gagging for coffee. Anyway, lots and lots to go through. Hopefully, sorry, it's a bit of hair, not mine, clearly. So what's going on? What's happening? So let's hello to the chat, see who has been brave enough to say hello out of the 11 people watching. We've got Lewis Model Trucker, a model making trucker, saying hello, and I hope everyone is well. I said a quick hello to everybody. Thomas Charles is there saying, I'm back on the internet. What did I miss? Not a lot. But it's good you're here. Dexterous Craft, the Dexterous Crafter, Nat, she's in the house, and good morning. She's obviously slaving in the kitchen. I hope the roast is going well. Gary Morris saying, good morning, James. Good morning, Gary. Hope you're well. Papa Spurs saying, morning all. Indeed, morning all. Johnny Burton, morning, dude. There's a dude here. Morning, Johnny. I hope you're well. We've got a Facebook user, which is Stuart Avery, saying good morning, James. Good morning, Stuart. Hope you are. And it's everybody that said hello so far. So we'll come back to the chat in a little minute or two. But we've got quite a lot to go through. As you can see, my HMCS, Snowberry Revell kits there, all bursting, waiting to go. Because of course, yesterday we started our the last group build, or what was going to be the last group build for this year in the mess, which is the Sea Warfare. If you're not sure what that's all about, I can inform you about that. It's ever so easy. Basically, it starts on the 3rd of October, runs to the 12th of December. Really easy, any scale, any era, any model whatsoever, as long as it was used within Sea Warfare. That is the stipulation. So up to you what you do. Get involved, and make sure if you do get involved, pop a picture up of your unstarted kit in the mess in a photo with some maybe a phone or an iPad or something like that to show the date, to show that it's all legit. And then do some work in progress pictures as you go along, and then pop some in the final reveal album, which we will cover a later date. But you know that all by now. I don't need to tell you that, really. Anyway, so yeah, get involved. So lots going on. Ron Hetman is saying, morning, James. Morning, Ron. Luckily, I've got my Facebook open there, so I know what's going on, sort of. Scary. But anyway, yes, so a couple of things in which I want to go through. First of all, obviously, we've gone through our current group build that we're going to be doing. But I want to also, if you didn't notice the post already or are unaware, what I did want to do is I wanted to go through with you our out of the blue extra that we're going to throw in this year. And I'm busy crunching buttons because I'm so completely and utterly ready. There you go. So here you go. We have a Christmas family group build. This is an addition to what was being advertised for this year, and it literally is an off-the-cuff moment where we've decided to add a little something in. Now, this is very, very different to what we've done before in many ways. One of the things in which we want to try and achieve this time is, as it says there, Christmas family group build. Now, obviously, you are part of the community and you are part of our family, but you have siblings, you have loved ones that I'm hoping you can persuade to get involved. So it's really, really simple. You all decided through the vote that was put up of a theme of winter. So anything that has a tenuous, and I say tenuous because I'm happy with tenuous, link to winter. And where it's a little bit different, it's not just model kits. It can be anything crafty whatsoever. So by crafty, what I mean is you start with a bundle of stuff that you stick glue to or sew or whatever, but you have some base ingredients in which you make into something. So it can be a scene, it can be diamond art, it can be a model, it could be a diorama, it could be a figure, just painting a figure in 72 hours. And that is the crux, is you've got 72 hours to complete what you build or what you're making. Yeah. So I've done a file as I always do for the group builds with a little explanation of, as you can see on the screen there, as what it involves. And then underneath are all the rules. And the rules are really, really simple. It basically starts on the 27th of December, which is Boxing Day. And it finishes on the 28th of December, which is the Monday. So it's literally a long weekend to start and finish a project. Now, obviously, I'm hoping that you'll get your family involved, which could involve children as well. So maybe they're into Lego. There you go. You can use Lego. You don't even have to buy something specifically for it. It can be Lego that you've already got, but you just got to make it into something that links tenuously to winter. What we also plan to do, or hope to do, is that we will bring you in some form, some sort of live interaction. We may do an hour or something along the way. Now, one of the things in which I was speaking to our wonderful Nat after the Creche last night, because we're involving the children, what we may do is we may make, for example, a live stream during the day, a child-friendly live stream. So with that, you've obviously, as adults, got to be on your best behavior and interact with everybody in the correct manner. That would be my only stipulation to that. I would be very grateful if we could achieve that. And then what we'll do is we might do something in the evening for an hour or two where we all sit around and have a beer, and it's a bit more adult focused. So it's a little bit like our 48-hour build, but obviously a little bit longer. You don't have to complete what you start. You know, as all the group builds, I just want you to get involved and be a part of the number. So you've got from now till Boxing Day to sort yourself something out. What you can do as well, which I didn't mention this yesterday in the Creche or off air to the guys, is you can, in theory, suggest it to your loved ones, and you could have like a Secret Santa sort of approach to it. So you all get a gift that's all crafty orientated from each other within your family, and you can open them on Boxing Day, which would be traditionally the day in which you open presents in some Victorian times, I think it was, if I remember correctly. So yeah, so that's the idea there. As I said, it's a little bit something extra, and the main reason for that is because obviously the current situation that's going on, we may not be able to have the family Christmas shenanigans that we normally would do, due to the fact we can only have so many in the house, can't mix houses, and all that sort of joy. I don't know what restrictions will be in place at that time, so it seemed to me sensible that we could do that. You could involve your family members and do your own little live streams, Facebook, FaceTiming, for example, or all the other different types of apps that are out there, and you could really try and go to town with it. Up to you. But we're giving you that opportunity to post all your pictures and encouragement up on the site. You know, even if you're not building, I would really ask you, please focus on the or take a time during those 3 days to go onto the Model Officers Mess Facebook page and give the encouragement to everybody that does get involved. We have done a family event before, and it was successful, although very limited in numbers, but very successful. We had a couple of families that literally got everybody involved, sat around the table for a day or two. And obviously Christmas, you may be off work, and rather than sit there watching the television, just eating and vegging out, maybe this would be an interesting, different approach to Christmas. So yeah, hopefully that's going to go well. There's no prizes involved as yet. I haven't gone that far in the thought process. Like I say, it was just something I literally threw together last week within a couple of days, and the initial interaction in the voting seemed to be fairly popular, and the feedback I had is quite positive. So fingers crossed, that'd be quite cool. Anyway, so that's that. I'm going to start on my Sea Warfare build in a moment, so you can join with me in chatting, etc. It's not going to be overly exciting to watch me make a boat, but the first few stages we're going to put together live on air. I don't plan as such to do this as a Sunday parade thing. I will do some building off air and do bits and pieces with you, because obviously it's going to involve a lot of do a bit, paint it up, do a bit, paint it up, and all that. So I don't think that'd be overly exciting. I haven't forgotten what we talked about last week, where we would focus on a few different bits and pieces. I am going to put up a poll probably next week, I think, asking for your views as to what you'd like to see me do. Yeah, model related, not setting me up in too big a way. But we'll see what people say and what might be of interest. We'll try and do something. And what I hope to do by the end of probably next week, so middle of October, is to have some sort of schedule up, a plan, if you like, for the coming shows. Not saying it's going to be regimentally stuck to, but I want to try and make sure we've got something fun to do. So let's have a quick look over in the chat, see where we're up to. Dave Skelly is saying good morning. Apologies for my tardiness. No, you're fine, no problem. Not, there is no punishment for being late on parade. We're not that strict. Nat's just saying, morning, Naddy. He's persevering. I believe that would be a comment in relation to Lewis and the fact that he started his diamond art. Congratulations to him. He seemed to be really enjoying it yesterday at the end of the Saturday night Creche when he opened his surprise from Dave, and is cracking on with it. And he seems to have set himself the challenge to get that done by the end of this week, so he can reveal all or finish it on the Saturday night Creche. So if that's something of interest to you, tune in on Sunday, and Lewis will talk you through the ins and outs of his first diamond art kit. So there we go. Papa Smart's just saying that obviously he's been talking about Nat about Lewis. He's doing the same there. Tanya's decided to make Xmas cards, etc., for friends and family. So we've got stuck in to help her out. Excellent. Always good to see some personalized made cards. And he's just saying there that he's mostly relaxing and a nice change to keeping the model in mojo fresh. Indeed. Conor Man's in the house saying good morning all. Malcolm's in the house saying good morning all. Morning to you both. We've got Ron Hetman, I believe that is. He's HMS Belfast and Terpes for the All at Sea. Cool. It's going to keep you busy. We got Peter Bowyer there saying good morning. Good morning, Peter. Hope you're well. Lewis is just saying there that he would like to see how you would do a sunken dio. I can provide a model for you. No, that was provided for you. Yeah, I sent Lewis a little gift in the post this week. A little bit of a challenge. It's not really that big a challenge, if I'm honest. I know Lewis will knock that out of the park. So looking forward to that. Maybe if you are going to do that, Lewis, what we could do is we could do. I could get you on one Sunday, and you could do your sunken dio live. That'd be cool. No pressure. Mark Ewing saying, good morning, people. Was at work this morning on a golf course after 50 millimetres of rain in Edinburgh. Yes, it has been rather wet over the last 24 hours. They were saying on the weather forecast that we've had a month's worth of rain generally across the UK. So it's good for ducks. Let us know what you're working on, by the way. 22 people watching now. Tell us what's on your bench, what you're up to, what you got planned for the rest of the day. Don't need to know what you're eating. We can cover that in the show that comes straight after this, which is with Festa and Dave's workshop, where they do their brunch, and you can tell them what's on your bench and what's in your belly. Thomas Charles just saying, currently working on some CGI work, one to keep my skill set up, two preparing for a background for Models for Heroes build. It's still modelling, just less fumes of glue. Plus, the carpet monster can't run off with your CPU. Well, depends how technically minded he is, I suppose. But yes, indeed. Steph's Budget Modelers in there saying, morning, Shagsters. Morning, Steph. Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying your bacon and egg butty. Thomas is just saying there he did go to uni, but have letters, have letters after my name. There is a hole in my post bag. Worst postman ever. Crime man just saying he needs a trillion gallon of coffee, and then he'll be human. So he's obviously just woken up. Yes, I know that feeling. I've been up since about 7. I've been with Malcolm on the Models for Heroes Modelers Mess live at 9 o'clock on a Sunday, but so just come fresh from that. And yes, I so need this. Steph just saying he did enjoy his sandwich. Rascal. I'm going to have mine in a minute. Well, in a minute. I say in about an hour and a half. Funny enough, I didn't think that was very good for you to see me demolish a breakfast. But we'll see. There you go. Sorry. Model Maker Trucker saying, I'm doing this diamond art thing, which you set the challenge for, James. I'm waiting for Nat to make me a cuppa. I'm sure she'll supply you with hot liquid of some description. Jacqueline Stevens saying, morning, late on parade, just having breakfast. No, that's fine, not a problem. Good that you're with us, Jacqueline. Nice to see you. I hope you and the better half, or other half, should I say, he's doing well this morning. Peter Bell is saying he's got 2 builds on the go at the moment, both scratch builds, 135th Liberty ship and Hippo BRV, beach recovery vehicle. Wow. He does like his scratch builds, as Peter. Yes. And that Liberty ship, the last pictures I saw of that, yeah, mind-blowing. Really, really cool. So that will keep him busy for another couple of years yet, I think, somehow. But there you go. Thomas Charles is saying, forgot morning, Mr. Steve Jobs. No, you did, but that's okay. So it's fine. Good morning. And we're just jumping all over the place here. So Papa Smart's just saying at the Modeler Trucker, when it's done, does that mean Nat will let you have your printer? Oh, I don't think that was part of the challenge, but you never know. You never know. Ron's just saying there, are you still waiting for my group build on the 8-ton German truck? And 88, he's still working on he's still with his group build 8-ton German truck and 88 flat gun. Yes, that's a monster of a kit. Very nice kit. Not one I've actually built, but yeah, very nice indeed. So there you go. 24 people watching, and we're 20 minutes in. Started a little bit early this morning as well. Only by a fraction. But yes, just keep you all on your toes. There you go. So anyway, what else did I want to cover? There was a few things I wanted to cover, and I didn't make any lists today, which is unlike me. Let us. I'm going to do a bit of mashing. While we do that, you're all talking amongst yourselves anyway, so that's all good. what we will do is going to head over to the Facebook page and have a quick look at the Facebook page, shall we? Maybe have a look at some of your work. So this is the Model Officers Mess on Facebook. In the announcements, you'll find all the files to our group builds and all that such lovely things. So make sure you keep up to date with all the announcements that there are. That way you can keep fully abreast of what's going on. Make that a bit bigger. So obviously you can see the sea warfare there. That's all explained. We've gone through that. You'll find the Christmas family group build information all in there as well. Nice and easy for you to find that way. So a quick look, see what's been going, what activity we've had going on. So this is Archie Boniface. One more set of bullets added to the engine grille, and one more set, and it's nearly finished. So that's coming along very nicely. Looks very good. That is Sherman, I believe. I believe that would be a diorama for Fury, by the look of it. I guess. We've got Scott there. This is his. He has a bias towards P51 Mustangs and the Thunderbolt, the P47 Thunderbolt, and the F4U Corsa. As far as performance, however, without doubt, the Spitfire is the sexiest plane ever. Can't disagree with that. It is an iconic plane, and that is one of his builds there. Mighty fine it is too. So well done, Scott. We'll have a quick look at this, shall we? One up. There we go. So this is his. Oh, I can't remember what it was now. Sorry, bear with me. This is his 1/72 kit from Airfix. And this is his Hurricane. Is that Hurricane or Spitfire? No, it's Hurricane. Now I'm confused myself. Yes, it's all Hurricane Mark 1. That's what I thought. We've gone from Spitfire to Hurricane. So yeah, very nice. Very nice pictures as well, Scott. Some good attention to detail there. I don't do this every week, but I think sometimes it's good to have a quick look at the Facebook page, see what everyone's been up to. It's pretty. Well done, Scott. Very nice. Just pop down there a little bit more. Brad's there putting some more weathering on his Russian T something or other. Can't think what it is. He'll come to me eventually. But yeah, that's coming along nice. Some nice pictures in there too. But I was going to look at this. Now, the reason I highlighted this is that I not every day, but I think it's about four days a week, I put a post up asking to see what's on your bench and what you're up to. So this is Saturdays. So I'm going to actually pop into this and go and see what everybody's been doing. So this is Johnny Burton, one of our admins. He's made a start on East Sunderland for the sea warfare. Lovely. He's making progress already. Well done, you. 15 hours into the build, and this is where he's at already. Look at that. Oh, well, this is 15 hours ago, rather. So, yes. Well done, you. Martin Brown, he's got some progress on his right field Challengers too. Nice bit of PE work there. How you getting on with that kit, Martin? Is it good? I like that. And we've got Eri. And he's picked up an old shelf queen, the Renault 5 GT Turbo. Do you know, I love that car. Don't know why. It just looked nice. I'm not a great car fan, but it's just an unusual looking car. So that's pretty cool. Looking forward to how you get on with that. And it's always good to get your shelf queens out and get them finished. Don't let them just sit there and melt away. Graham's here. He's just got back from the Shuttleworth collection. and this is one of the engines that is there. This is the Rolls-Royce Griffon engine, I believe. Now, Graham did send me a message, I believe, asking if he could share the pictures from the Shuttleworth collection. If you are in the UK and you're around the area where the Shuttleworth collection is, highly recommend you take the time and trouble to go and have a look. All the collection that they've got is flyable. They're all vintage aircraft. And they've got a great load of specimens there. Also, they've got things like this, which is a lot of historical information, some great pictures, great references, and they're a great bunch over at the Shuttleworth collection. So yes, they always get my backing. I am a member of their association, and it's something in which I absolutely adore going to see. And if you get a chance to go to one of their air shows, take the time and trouble to go to one of their air shows. Obviously a bit different this year because of all the stuff going on, but yes, it is a lot like the old-fashioned air shows you used to go to, which you got a little bit more personal. They've still managed to cling on to that, and rightly so. It's a lovely place. But yes, Graham was going to put up an album in the mess of all these pictures that he took while he was at the Shuttleworth collection. I'm not sure if he's done that yet or not, but if he does, take a couple of minutes to have a quick look at that, because that's well worth the look. So yeah, really interesting. Looking forward to seeing that. This is Frank, some progress on his garage pimpage. Looking nice. He's used this garage scene quite a lot with some of his builds. It's always good to see a bit of pimpage. You got Gav there. Gav's making a start on the Edward BF 109 148th Profi back. So yeah, early days, but yeah, some good progress there, Gav. Well done. I'm sure it'll be another cracking build. And we've got Joe Middleton there. I didn't much have time to model today, so played around with some washy little Masterbox tank. Coming along nicely. Yeah, very nice. And that's it. That's what people had on their bench on Saturday. So remember, in the mess, as I said, I put these posts up on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I believe it is. All have different headers, but the main catch to it is what's on your bench. So watch out for those. It's well worth having a look. I'm just going to have a quick sneak through the page to see whether Graham had time to put that up. Archie there with his engine. Oh, yes, that's a little bit of PE there from Gav. Good luck with that. Oh, they were the days, weren't they, Lewis? There we go. There's Graham's album. Wow, 186 pictures to go through for the Shuttleworth collection at Old Walden in the UK. Have a look in there. I'm sure, looking at those 4 pictures on there, that there are a bundle of reference pictures for some of our older aircraft that you can have a look at. And like I say, if you get the chance, go over to the Shuttleworth collection. It's well worth the effort. Well worth it. So there we go. That's the Facebook page. Just a little taster there. Always good to see what you guys are up to. We'll just quickly sneak over to the chat, see where we're at. There we go. Dave saying, finally finished the Tommy Warfare Christmas tree, starting on a 28mm Mandalorian conversion. Ooh. Post some pictures up of your Tommy War Christmas tree. So I'm sure that'll be an absolute delight to look at. Tommy War figures are the bee's knees, without doubt. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Put some pictures up in the mess. Stuart Bremer is with us, and good morning. At work again, but we'll watch when I can. Yeah, no problem. It's good that you're with us. Thanks for making the effort. We got Barbarossa Models saying good morning, everyone. Morning, indeed. And model making trucker is saying, where is the Shuttleworth collection? Old Walden, Lewis. Luton Way ish, I suppose, or Sandy, Luton, A1M, basically. It's just off there. A1M, I think it's A1M 405, maybe. something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, just Google it. Shuttleworth Collection. It's a brilliant place to go, and very good for children as well, actually. In as much as a quick run round, but they also do some children's activities from time to time as well. So there you go. Ron's just saying, James, I've been to the Shuttleworth Collection. Yes, I love it. I love the Shuttleworth Collection. It's brilliant. And Biggleswade, thank you very much, Papa Sworth. That's where it is, Biggleswade. So I've sort around Bedfordshire way. It's lucky I'm not a driver, isn't it? And Malcolm's just confirming, yes, Bedfordshire, I believe. Yes, you're quite right, indeed. And Graham's in the chat just saying there, I had a great day there yesterday. Yes, it doesn't surprise me. And I'll be honest, my brother is a member there, and he bought me a membership one Christmas. And I honestly thought, well, once you've been there, had a wander around, you've seen it once, blah, blah. No. It is what I would call a living museum. So, as I say, all the aircraft, unless they're hanging from the ceiling, all the aircraft fly, literally fly. So they're constantly doing the maintenance. They're constantly having them out and playing around with them bits and pieces. I got a few vehicles there as well. One of the old buses. Great to see that out and about as well. So yeah, they generally when they have special days, they fly the. Have an air show. They'll obviously have everything flying. But when they do that, they also get the vehicles out. They've got an AA gun there as well, like the Bofors 40mm gun. Oh yeah, it's well worth a look around. Plus, also the bonus to the Shuttleworth Collection is if you've got about half that's not really into airplanes, they do have a garden and a house, the Shuttleworth house. And the history behind the Shuttleworth Collection, how it came about, is all very interesting. So you'll find that someone's not necessarily interested in the planes themselves. There are other things for them to do, wander around the special garden and all that sort of stuff. So yes, you can persuade your wife to go, or partner to go and have a look at the garden while you look at the planes. It's great. And it's off the A1. Thank you, Thomas. You can get to it via Hitchin from the M1. Yes, it's an easy place to get to. It's a little bit in the middle of nowhere, but it's good. Yes, definitely recommend an air show. Can't wait to get back up there for an air show. Gross Models is in the house. Good morning all. Morning, mate. How you doing? Nice to see you here. Old Chuck was just saying, seeing Duxford off the A1. Love seeing the planes as I'm driving past. Yes, make sure you watch the road, not the planes, Lewis, as you're driving along. Duxford's also a very good place to go. Obviously, one of our big museums. A lot to see at Duxford. And again, it's also a place where they store a lot of the aircraft that fly too. So there is a vehicle museum there at Duxford, which, again, on special days, they have a little circuit out the back of the vehicle museum, which they have certain machines running from time to time. I believe they do passenger rides and all that sort of thing as well. And then you've got three American hangar, which is all static displays. Big thing at the end. You've got a V2 launcher there and other bits and pieces. And then I think you've got 3 hangars, which are live hangars. So yes, some of it is displaying some of the time, and some of it, there is one particular hangar which is a workshop hangar, so you can go and have a quick nose around at what's in the workshop and sometimes get some quite interesting snaps of what they're working on. He then also got the another hangar at the other end, which has got Concorde in and all that sort of stuff, and some military planes, helicopters, vehicles, etc. You've got the airborne museum in there as well, which is very interesting to see the equipment and stuff that was used for the airborne. It's Duxford's well worth it, and it's near Cambridge. It's just off the A1M or the A14, depending on which way you go, and well worth the effort. Again, lots and lots of stuff there for the family as well. So and I'll be honest, there's so much there really that one day probably isn't enough to have a good look. A quick run round, definitely. But they also have their airliners, all different types of British airliners. So it's quite a mixture, and Duxford itself is obviously quite a famous place. A lot of history there. So yeah, well worth the effort to go and look. Apparently Thomas is just saying Duxford have a drive-in air show there today. Oh, that's going to be interesting in this weather. But yes, they I believe Shuttleworth have been doing a couple of drive-in air shows as well. Not quite sure, but check all those sorts out. Google them, Google away, and see what's happening, and make sure you take the time and travel to go over there and support those very important sites. There you go. We've gone off right on a tangent, haven't we? So yes. So if you want to know more about the Shuttleworth collection, in the videos of this YouTube channel is actually a little tour as well. I went there. I did that particular tour. I think it's got to be a good 2-3 years ago now or so. But yeah, when we did the Shuttleworth show, model show, I did a little tour, and that's all of that video. So have a quick look through the back history of the videos on this channel, and you'll find it. Or you can pop over to the Model Officers Mess Facebook group and look at Graham's album that he's kindly put up for us. Thomas is just saying that Duxford has the Airborne Museum and has a display, a dummy parachute that was designed, of which was secret until a few years ago. It's well worth a visit. Yes, yeah, it's definitely well worth it. And our driver has got confused with road numbers. Yeah, he's a lorry driver, so he doesn't look at numbers. And Graham's just confirming that there are air shows at Shuttleworth. Yes, definitely are. And I know on Facebook they were. There was a problem with their Facebook page at one stage because I think someone hacked it and was putting things up which weren't true. But they are trying to do some bits and pieces to keep the collection funds coming in. So yes, there you go. And Roger's saying he's got loads of photos of the Shuttleworth collection as well. Yes, I think you put them up in the mess before, Ron, if I remember, because that was a while ago, wasn't it? But like I say, things do change. They with with it being a working environment, all the planes move around from time to time, and as I say, different things are being worked on each time you go up there. It's quite amazing actually to see the difference each time you go. But there you go. That's something for you to do. Some recommendations for me. Slightly thrown me. We've gone off on a complete tangent. Anyway, so 29 people watching. Thank you very much. It's lovely to see 29 of you here on a Sunday morning at 20 to 12. So I guess what I'm going to do is going to go over and have a look at what I'm going to be building. Let's change the camera. You've had enough looking at my face. And as I said, we're going to be doing the 1/144th Revell HMCS Snowberry. Now, what I'm going to be doing is, if you've noticed, I've put an album up already in the mess, and I've got a picture of all the sprues that come in the box, and a quick rundown of what we've got going on. Obviously, the instructions are here in front of me. These are the instructions, all nicely colour printed. The usual blurb of what to do, how to do it, not to do it, don't sniff glue, don't digest glue. All the paints you require and all the sprues that are in the kit are here, and then we're straight into the actual physical build itself. Now, what I'm hoping to do, because the guide does actually tell you to paint as you go along, so I'm hoping we're going to break it down into some segments, of which the first one, of course, would be the main hull, which is here. So these come in the kit, not attached to any sprue, so that's handy. We'll do a bit of clean up and get some things stuck together. Move that out of the way because we're going to need some glue. And that's on the shelf. I didn't get that down in preparation. Got everything else. So there you go. We'll put that over there because that will help me. So Model Truck is just saying there. Model Truck is just saying that he likes to go to East Kirby because it's 10 minutes down the road. Yes, East Kirby is a good place to go as well. Lots to see. Not a place I've been to. Something I've got plans to go to at some stage. But once the world has been put out of fire, that will be good. Sprue and Glitch just saying, nice kit too. Yes, I'm told that this is a kit that goes together well. So I'm really looking forward to doing it. So I'm going to just concentrate a little bit on what we got going on here. See if there's any cleanup as such on here to do, which I don't think there is. Which is jolly handy. A little bit on the end here. Just a little bit. We do that. That's fine. Anything else we can pick up later, that's not a big problem. Just a little bit on this one. I'll be very careful. I've got a very sharp knife. I decided to change the blade. I might stand that actually later. Right, so that's our two halves. Done those bits. That was quick, wasn't it? So one of the things, yeah, like I said, I put an album up. What I'm actually going to do is I'm not going to do the snowboarding. I got a reference book written by John Lambert and Les Brown, which is this book here. It's all about flower class Corvettes and how to build your models. And while I was thumbing through, it's got some call outs of certain ships. And there was one that stuck out to me, and I thought, oh, that'd be interesting, something different. So I'm going to do this one here. This is HMS Burdock, 1941, and you can see it's yellow, which you don't see that very often. So that's the scheme that I'll be doing. There are a couple of call outs in the book about things that with this model are incorrect, some of which I will put right, and some I won't. There is debate, for example, that the doors on the boats would have opened so they would open into the ship, not to the outside of the ship. I don't know if that's true. I assume it is. I've got no reason to doubt what they're saying. But obviously, on this particular part, they are molded in a way, if you can see that, they are molded in a way in which the hinges are effectively on the wrong side, allegedly. In fact, they're not actually, are they? Yes, they are. Yeah, so basically you've got your hinges on the inside there and the outside there. So that door is wrong. That door's correct. But I'm not going to fuss with that. I'm not that worried. So that's our first bit. The other bit in which comes up quite a lot in conversation is the rear of the boat ship, where the gone right in my head, what are they called? Depth charges would have fallen out the back of the ship. On the kit itself, it has the doors molded onto the part, and apparently quite a lot of them had the doors removed and the hinges taken off. So yes, so that's something in which we may have to adjust. And of course, I'm so organised, I don't actually know where that part is. Bear with me a second. So I'm looking for Sprue G. It would be handy if I knew which one that was, wouldn't it? But I have here, Sprue G is that one there, which of course isn't one that I've got to hand. Bear with me. I'm so pleased that I got all organised. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. No, you didn't. This part here. So yeah, as you can see here, just here, we've got the bit here, you would have some doors that would sit on the top, but I'm not going to put those in. I'm going to leave those off. So we just remove these off the sprue. So how many people are in the chat are jumping on the group build, the Sea Warfare group build, and what have you got planned to do? What's going to be your subject matter? The other thing to bear in mind as well, coming up soon in the mess, we will be putting a poll up. I think probably next month. I'm going to put a poll up to see what you guys want to do as group builds next year. So that will be coming up soon. So watch out for that. I'd like you to vote and get involved. When I do the poll, it won't be a case of these are the choices, make your choice. It'll be a case of these are some of the ideas. Have you got something in which you can add to it? So you might have an idea of something you'd like to do. So get involved and put your opinion up. It's always good when people do that. Let's have a quick look at the chat. I don't want to get too far behind with it. Oh, here we go. So Johnny Burton saying East Kirby is great, Lewis. I'm only 30-40 minutes south of East Kirby. Normally visit a few times each year. Yes. It's always good to go and get involved with what's local. Malcolm's going to be doing a Corsair for the Sea Warfare group build. I believe that's 132nd, if I remember correctly. And Sprue and Glow is saying nothing. I don't have a kit. Oh. Well, like I said, with this group build and any other group builds, remember, if you can think of something that's slightly out of the box, as long as it has a link to Sea Warfare, you'd be amazed what might be in your stash. Doesn't have to be a boat. Just need to think it through. So what I'm just going to sand a little bit here. Make sure this is nice and flush. Those sticky out bits that we don't want. And obviously I am using some sanders from Ultimate Modeling Products, but there are other makes out there. Always a good tool to have. So, this is going to be interesting. This will be interesting, James. Let's see if you can muck this up already. Live on air. No pressure. Not much. It's been very difficult for me not to get this started already. I'm so looking forward to do it. I've got the 172nd version of the Farrowcast in the stash. In fact, I have more than one kit. It's a subject matter that I absolutely adore. So we're just using some Tamiya extra thin. I notice I might need to crack open a new bottle. It's getting a little low. So yeah, there we go. That's the first bit of gluing done. I'm sure that's going to need a bit more. see. Lewis was just saying there he was thinking about doing a Man of War. That'd be cool if you did, Lewis. Very cool. Got one in stash. Conroe Junction saying good morning all. Good morning, mate. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so as always with the mess, your interaction is very valuable to us. We will also be putting up, I just suddenly thought of, I'll be putting up an album soon, which will be the Model of the Year competition, which this will be the first year for that. Got a nice trophy to go for that. Now, some of the entries have already been decided, i.e. the ones that have done group builds. But I am going to open it up to other people as well. There are 2 awards. There is the Model of the Year, and then there is also the Admins Award. And the Admin Award is a little bit special because it is literally chosen by the admins. And the criteria for choosing it is up to them. So it can be anything. So I'll clarify that later on when I put the album up as to what you can and can't do and how you do it. But that is definitely something that will be coming up shortly. Don't miss that. I like to keep things busy, but not too busy. And we have been very busy this year. We've not done what we did last year where we had too many group builds, and I think it worked out fairly well. Because obviously we've got the diorama group build, which is a year-long group build. So we're into our final 3 months for that as well. So yeah, a lot going on really, but nicely spread out, hopefully. I think that format worked. So anyway, guys, what have you got? Obviously, you're sitting there watching me glue a couple of bits of plastic together. What's on your bench this morning? What are you up to? Comrade Junction just saying there, he's good. How are you? Yeah, no, I'm good. Really good. Been off work for a week. Just holiday. And I've been pretty bored, actually. I've got to be honest. I've not really enjoyed this week. But I think that's because I've been hanging on to wait to build this and a few other bits and pieces going on. But yeah, other than that, yeah, good. I'm all very good. Very good spirits at the moment. Gary Morris just saying that I did an Airfix 1-400 Mary Rose this week. Took 3 days. Cool. And we've got Model Making Haggis saying, good morning all. There we go. Good morning, mate. How are you? So we just hit the 30 mark watching. 30 people watching. It's just kind of 12 o'clock. Half an hour more to go. I'm going to carry on with this. I'm just making the Revell 1/144th scale HMCS Snowberry. Although it's not going to be the Snowberry, it's going to be something different. But that's what the kit's called. So yeah, so we're just going to glue these bits together. Now, before I do that, I do need that. I need a little bit of that. And I might need a little bit of that. Where did I put them? See, I told you I was organised this morning, didn't I? I need some lucky bands. There we go. Spear and Glue's just saying he's looking for his mojo. Oh. Yeah, it's been a funny year, isn't it, with mojo? I think a lot of people have suffered mojo-wise. It's obviously everything that's going on has drained everybody's abilities to keep themselves fresh and upbeat, really. Totally understandable, really. Doesn't help the world's on fire, does it? Right. Now, I know there's not a problem with this kit, but I know there's a problem with the person making it. He's a plonker. Right, why is that not fitting very well? What have I done wrong? Okay. Interesting. What we'll do is we'll go there. Oh, don't go there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of tape, tack this down a little bit to make it a little bit easier for me to manage as I go along gluing the hole. Just give me a little bit of, give myself a little bit of help that way, won't I? Right, let us. Not that way. We want to do that way, didn't we? Tongues out. Tell I'm modelling. Tongues out. It's official. We've officially started modelling. The tongue is out. Yeah, so my goal with this model is that I will be putting it in a diorama of such. Not fully planned yet, but there will be a diorama base. So I have a vision. I have a vision. So I've just been joined by Carl Smith saying, hello, just at work eating lunch. Hi mate, hope you're not working too hard and it's not raining and too cold today. Malcolm's working on his abandoned store for a ghost town. Yes, a scratch-built Western style general store, and boy, is that a build and a half. Absolutely amazing. Stunning work that is, Malcolm, and it's coming together really, really well. Yeah, so the diorama is actually going to be or the plan that's in my head, shall I say, it will be in a seascape diorama. Now, I probably will do that. I'll probably do the diorama base on here on a Sunday. I'm not sure when that will be, of course. I'm a little bit away from that right now. But I'll keep you posted. The plan is to have a little bit of a seascape that is challenging for our flower class Corvette. That way we can show off as much as the boat or ship, if you like, as we possibly can. Now, before I go any further, if I've got to stick something in there, I have, haven't I? I need not. So before we go any further, we must find the relevant piece. Otherwise, we will be in trouble. And the relevant piece is number 11. Number 11 of what sprue? Okay. On on sprue A, I guess. Bear with me while I go sprue hunting. As a professional, I've got this all in hand and all ready, of course. So it's quick and easy. No, it's not. You didn't do that, did you? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Bet you it's in there. It better be, because of the last two sprues. Oh, we'll be in trouble, won't we? Sprue. Sprue and F. Right. Let us try and find out where number 1 is. Number 11. Okay, this is a little bit more challenging than I anticipated. Oh wow. Oh, it's on sprue E. It does say there. Come on, James. Sprue E. Sprue E. Oh, where are you, sprue? What does sprue E look like? Oh, it's there. It's over there. Look. Aha. So it's on that one. That makes complete sense. And we're looking for 11, which is there. I was thinking just before we went live, what I should do is I should really cut all the bits out I need, be prepared. And I went, no, I'll be all right. We'll wing it. It'll be fine. We'll be fine, I thought. Yes, silly sausage. My chat's just gone funny on me. Lewis just saying that you do loads of dioramas and models, James. And each one... Oh, what's going on? There we go. And each one is a work of art, but after you have done them, what do you do with them? Oh, it's a question from Lewis. Well, basically, I'm very fortunate in the fact that I've got a very nice big hobby room at the moment. I redesigned it all not that long ago to ensure that I had enough space in my room to display them. So I've got a little display cabinet, well, 3 display cabinets effectively. So they all are displayed in there. However, with that said, we don't have as much room as you might think. There we go. Job done. Yes, so fortunately, like I say, I am lucky that I display my models here in the room. Now, I did say that I was going to do a little tour of said hobby room, which I will do. I haven't forgotten. I did think that I might try and do it one Sunday by using my phone at the same time as a computer and blah, 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 blah. But I'll be honest with you, I haven't worked out how to do it and where the microphone to the phone doesn't interfere with the stream, because that's a bit of a nightmare. So yeah, at the moment here, however, I am running out of space, and one of the reasons that was one of the reasons why I had a little bit of thin out of the stash. I've got some kits up for sale on the selling sites, and I moved a lot of stuff out. And what I decided after I did that was that I'm going to do it again. And what I probably will do is I'll end up removing all of my kits that are on the shelf here. So if I quickly do this like that, so what I can do is I can show you by the magic of my great big fat hand moving said camera. As you can see up the top, there are some kits. All these kits will be removed eventually, and there'll be no kits. So we're going to have space there for our dioramas and bits and pieces. But at the moment, as you can see behind me, I've got 3 bays of displays of what I've built. And I've got a 4th one there as well if I need to. So yes, hopefully all in here in my room. I am trying. One of the reasons why I did, if you remember the build I did for Telford for one of the competitions I entered, it was in a picture frame, and the idea was a little bit like this one here. This is a picture of a Spitfire flying into the picture. The reason I went down that avenue is because I wanted something I could just pop up on the wall. Didn't need to have a display cabinet for. So yeah, thinking a little bit outside the box. So yeah, good question. Like I say, I will do a walk around at some point, and it'll be put up on the YouTube because things have changed since the last time I did it. It's a little bit neater in here, so it's a good time to do it while it's neat. But thank you for the question, Lewis. Like that. Skullfish is in the house saying hi. Hi, Crafter. I guess he's there a little bit before. There he is saying good morning all, just after Carl arrived. Thomas Charles is saying just rendering a snapshot frame for the CGI I'm building this morning. We'll try and get it up as soon as. Oh, lovely. Okay. Don's in the house. Hi, Don. How you doing? Would watch, but it's glorious sunshine today, so off to the pub. Hurry up. Yes, no, enjoy that. If you've got good weather, enjoy it while you can, because like I say, we've had a lot of rain in the UK. Thomas Charles just asking me there where I got my dispenser from. This is actually something in which you can print with a 3D printer or with STL printer, is it? Files are on Thingiverse, I believe, but this particular one I bought from Ultimate Model Product. They have on sale on their website. So if you don't have a printer or don't want to do it, head over to there. They've got a few bits and pieces, some interesting little tools that will help you out, and it is good to have all the tapes together. So yeah, it's just a tape dispenser. So Ultimate Model Products, UPM. There we go. Nat's just saying, watching quietly in the background as our roast is ready. Oh, lovely. What have you got today? Roast pork? Does do a good roast pork. We're all going to go around there one Sunday and surprise her. Hopefully she's got a big enough joint of the roast pork variety, obviously. So Don's just saying last order's at 9:30, so I have to squeeze all the hours in before with that lovely John Smith. Yes. Yeah. They've changed the time, haven't they? Anyway. Julian just saying, talking of dummy parachutes, there is a Rupert, which is a small dummy dropped in a decoy area away from the beaches on D-Day, displayed at the AFM at Middle Wallop. Is there? Oh, they're cool. Festus saying, nice stash. Yeah, that is only a proportion of my stash up there. I've got a lot of it's up in the loft now. Like I say, I'm trying to thin it out because I want to be able to use the space a little bit more logically. Yeah. But yes, I will do a walk around at some point. Don't worry. So nice to see you in the chat there, Colin. Hope you're well. Lewis just saying roast gammon today. Oh, nice. One of my favourite roasts, that is roast gammon. Beautiful. I had got some peas pudding and some butter beans with that. Wouldn't be right otherwise. Let's get back to gluing models. Right, what we'll do is just a little bit of tape on that, I think. Yeah, at UMP, you'll find that they have got some useful little tools like this tape dispenser. They also have something to put your glue in, like a little base for your glue. They're fine, they're great. I personally prefer the one I have, which is a display one, because it is metal, a little bit heavier base, and works better for me. But there are some resin ones that Lee, I believe, prints out for UMP. And like I say, I've got UMP sanders on here. There are other ones on the market, of course, but I was introduced to them by Paul and bought a stack of them and not regretted it. I've got to be honest. They do some good products over at UMP. So well worth checking out their site, umpretail.com, I believe it is. Sorry if I've got that wrong. I believe that's right though. Obviously, I use their thinners, airbrush thinners. They do also stock airbrushes and models and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it's well worth having a quick nosy. If I'm honest, well worth it. Right. This, I think, is where we need a little elastic band. Yeah. I don't like the way that's gone together. Right, let's get our piece in there. So our little piece goes in there. I believe, actually, just thinking about it as well, Colin from Fester's Workshop also prints off glue holders and things like that. I'm not sure if he's done the dispenser, but he may be able to help you if you have any problems trying to get hold of something like that. Have we done the tape dispenser, Colin? I know he's in the chat there. Oh, this is going to fight me. I can see this is going to fight me. Oh, why are you doing that? I don't want that at all. It's fighting me. Don't fight me, I'm live. Do you not know who I am? Silly model. Don't make me look silly now. I can do that all by myself. I don't need your help. Funny enough, this was the bit that I was worried about doing, and it's proved to be correct. Worth worrying about. While I'm sat here holding this together, bum bum bum. Come in. Jacqueline just saying, hi Jason, nice to put a face to the name yesterday. So they obviously met. Totally agree with you, Jackie. Nice to know who we chat with here. Yes, it's quite amazing when you're in the world of the internet. You get to know people, but don't actually know what they look like at all. Sometimes it can be a nice surprise. Sometimes not. No, it's generally good to catch up with people and get to know who they are. Well, I'm not very happy with the way that looks. got to be my bad gluing. It can't be the model, surely. Surely. Build a model live on air, they said. It'd be fun, they said. Show them how you bod your model. I mean, make your models. Yeah, so this isn't something in which I've discussed as such, but Colin, if you are watching, we are doing, and you may be aware, may not be, but I'll assume you're not for now. We will be doing a Christmas family group build, 72-hour family group build on the 26th December, of which we will be doing a little bit of live hangout, chats, blah, blah, blah. If you want to get yourself involved, you and Dave, by all means, give me a shout. Love to have your company. And we can get some communities together as well over the Christmas period. That'd be fun. Yeah, by all means. Be a blast. Yeah, so if you're up for that, let me know. Drop me a message at some stage. And then we can figure out what we're doing. And there you go. So it's 12:14. Now might be an apt moment while that's setting. It's an apt moment to remind you, if you weren't sure already, coming up very soon, 30th October, is the Models for Heroes charity auction. This is going to be hosted by Paul at ISM, over on the ISM YouTube channel. The purpose of the evening is to, as it says, a charity auction. There's loads of kits up for auction. So pop your bids in. Obviously, you've not been going to model shows or anything recently, so you'll have a bit of spare cash, I hope. All the money that's raised goes to Models for Heroes to help Malcolm and the volunteers bring to the beneficiaries model kits for them to use for therapy purposes. I know some of the kits there are high end, and you potentially could get a complete steal from it. That's not the purpose, but it is a bonus if you can. So please make sure you get involved with that. There'll be some kits in there that maybe are a little bit rare as well. I'm not quite sure what's on the list. I know there is a very big and beautiful Missouri, I think it is, off the top of my head. I can't remember the scale, but yeah, that's definitely one to look out for. So make sure you get involved. If you can't make it on the 30th, by all means, pop over to the modelsforheroes.org.uk website. Jump on there. You can make a donation. You can buy some merchandise and a cup, a wristband, a badge, whatever. Every little bit helps. Or maybe you've got some kits that you've decided that you're never going to build and they're complete, unstarted, and you'd like to donate them. All the details for that are over on the website. Malcolm and the guys will be truly, truly grateful for any help in which you are willing to offer. So don't forget that. It's the 30th of October, the charity auction. Let's come away from the bench. So as you can see, before we go away from the bench, just say all I've literally done is got a whole 4-hour flower class Corvette together. Stuck 4 pieces of plastic together. It's taken me half an hour. Speedy. And there you go. So yes, Lewis is just saying it's the 1/200th Missouri in the auction, and I've had a little nose online at the kit, and yeah, wow, that would be a cracking buy. Not sure I'm gonna, but I certainly will be bidding on something that would be up there. But I don't know what else is there, so who knows? But yeah, definitely worth popping in and have a look. Some great things to jump in. And I, as Lewis has said in the chat there, he said there's a big kit in there. There are some big kits, and there are some unique items as well that you won't get anywhere else. Last time they did the auction, they raised £2,500, I think it was. So let's try and get them up over that and nearer the 3,000. That would be absolutely outstanding, and that is a massive amount of money for the charity, and goes a long way. So yeah, don't forget that 30th of October. So just coming to 20 to 12. There are 22 watching. We've lost a few people, unfortunately. It's obviously looking at me sticking things together is a little bit boring for people. That's fine, or they're about to shoot off and do stuff. That's all fine too. Let's just double check the charity. And yeah, and just being reminded there that Nat, if you're unsure what to get him for Christmas, a 1/200th Missouri would be nice. However, it might have to be something you need to complete in 72 hours. So it might not be that. I hope that's given some people some ideas. So there you go. So anyway, what I'm going to do is, there's not a lot more to do on there for now. Obviously, coming up straight after me at 12:30 is Colin and Dave, Festa's workshop and Dave's workshop. Join together for the Sunday brunch. Go over and join them guys. Make sure you tell them what's in your belly and on the bench. That's always a good feature. You've got Foxy coming up. Fox at 3 o'clock, I think it is. You got the In-Betweener show with Mike. And then later on, you have got Ted, I think it might be this week. I'm not sure. But there's loads going on Sunday, as you know. So there you go. I'm going to wrap it up for now. Go off on a high, as they say. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you next Sunday. And like I say, make sure you get involved with the Sea Warfare group build and get your thinking caps on for that Christmas build. Try and figure a way in which you can involve as many as your family as possible, family and friends. That would be outstanding. So anyway, till next week. Ta-ta.